Hello ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It is your host, the one and only one Henis, and today guys, I'm bringing you another commentary over here onto Doom Tasty's channel. That's right guys, Tasty has continued to pump out absolutely insane gameplays throughout Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and this one is no different. Today what you guys are going to be watching is an 80 gun streak with the ICR playing domination on Redwood in a two-man party. A very impressive gameplay by Tasty. If this is the first video you guys have come across on Tasty's channel, then please be sure to drop a sub guys. He is definitely very deserving of getting a gameplay like this, and not just for this gameplay either. You guys will be very impressed by the other numerous gameplays that Tasty is able to get that he uploads onto his channel constantly. So be sure to drop a sub guys if you do enjoy his content, and let's go ahead and see if we can shoot for 100 likes on this video guys. That would honestly mean the world to me. To be honest, I'm not really sure what Tasty's like goals usually are, but 100 seems like a nice sweet number, so if we could hit that, that would be absolutely insane. If not, that's completely fine as well. And if you guys enjoy my commentary for whatever reason after you've gone ahead and subscribed to Tasty's channel, then be sure to come over to my channel. My channel is youtube.com/prohenis. I'm actually less than 100 subs away from 6,000 at the time of making this commentary, so every little piece of support really does mean the world to me guys. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into today's commentary topic. So what I'm actually going to talk to you guys about today is sort of the evolution of Call of Duty and the direction it's heading in, and where I think we're going to be in a couple of years. Now, as you guys know, over the last couple years, and when I say last couple years, I mean sort of like Advanced Warfare and now Black Ops 3, we've been introduced to a whole new movement mechanics system here in Call of Duty, which has really changed the level of playing field that this game offers. Now, as you guys know, before that, Call of Duty was a strictly boots on the ground game, which is something that a lot of people really want to see the game go back to. But I personally think that the EXA movements and just sort of the new movement mechanics as a whole in Call of Duty are actually a really good addition to the game. And I'm going to quickly explain why, and quickly also talk about why I think Treyarch and Call of Duty publishers as a whole need to implement new things like this into the game. Now, as you guys know, when it comes to a video game or any other form of media, whether it's a movie or a TV show or anything like that, obviously when the first one comes out, people rave over it, right? Usually the first anything in any series, whether it's a movie, a book, a song, or a game, is usually going to be the best. That's usually just how it works in my opinion from past experiences, especially when it comes to movies. I can think of a couple right off the top of my head right now that are just really good with the first iteration, and then the second is a little bit better but not as great, and then the third and the fourth and the fifth, if they continue to keep going like that, just aren't really too great. And it's really kind of hard to continue to do that. Obviously, it's really hard to continue to make series of games or books or anything that are as good as the first one. Because as you guys know, the first one usually always tends to be like capturing lightning in a bottle. You know, it's really hard to do that, but once you've got it and you try to recreate it, it's really hard to do that. So in the Call of Duty community, obviously, Treyarch and Activision as a whole probably saw a decrease in the amount of sales that they were getting in the game. Obviously, Black Ops 2 was a very successful game, but Call of Duty Ghosts really took a bad turn. So I think a lot of Call of Duty developers kind of looked at that and said, okay, we need to do something different, we need to do something new. What are we going to go ahead and do to make this game, you know, kind of revive it a little bit, get people interested again? And to be honest with you, I think that adding the whole new movement system in the game was a smart move as a whole, because, you know, as I said earlier in the video, it keeps Call of Duty fresh, it keeps Call of Duty spiced up, and it really taps into what I personally really like about Call of Duty, and that's the fast-paced nature of the game. I don't know about you guys, but there's nothing worse than playing Call of Duty Ghosts on the map Stonehaven and getting sniped across the map over and over again when you're running around trying to get kills with the MTAR or the Vector or something like that. It's incredibly difficult to go ahead and get kills, especially on large maps. So I really like how Call of Duty has gone ahead and said, okay, a lot of our fans are most likely like Henis, you know, they like the fast-paced nature of the game, they like being able to rush up in the enemy spawn, get tons of kills, you know, be surrounded by that adrenaline rush. So we need something that's going to further amp that, you know, we need something that's going to bring more of that to Call of Duty. And I think that adding the new exosuit movement really went ahead and hit that nail right on the head, because a lot of people really do seem to be enjoying it, but there's also people that hate it, and I completely understand why. You know, a lot of people are just really tied and really love the sort of boots on the ground gameplay aspect that's offered when it comes to Call of Duty. Now, obviously, I can see a lot of negatives going along with this as well. If you guys really think about it, you know, if Treyarch and Activision are seeing an issue where they need to sort of give more people more adrenaline rush when they're playing a game, Call of Duty is going to end up dying out kind of quickly like a drug does when it affects a person. And I'm kind of going to go over what I mean by that. Now, obviously, when you guys take drugs, the first time that you take a drug, you know, you get affected pretty heavily by it, right? And then the more and more you use it, the more and more of that drug you need to get in order to reach that high, or to reach that sort of climax of the drug, that mental space that you guys get into when you use that drug. And I feel like Call of Duty is that exact same way, obviously not on such a bad scale, but if you keep providing Call of Duty and keep promoting this extreme adrenaline rush and keep promoting people to do really, really well, there's going to come a point where you're not going to be able to provide any more of that adrenaline rush, and people aren't going to be able to have as much fun in the game as they used to be able to, because they're expecting more and more adrenaline. They're expecting to be able to rush into the spawns harder. Before you know it, we're going to have teleportation systems in this game. I'm calling it right now. Who knows, maybe the next Call of Duty is going to have that. But then again, guys, this is all just speculation at this point. This is all just me talking about the direction that Call of Duty is headed. But I want to know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Do you guys think this is a good idea for Activision to continue to bring games like this into the series or not? Let me know your opinions. And if you guys did go ahead and watch this entire video, go ahead and comment down below. Hashtag Call of Duty. That'll let me know you guys watch this entire video. Be sure to come check me out, guys, if you do